friends, welcome back. So today I am going to show you CRUD operation with recycler view, and in this practical we will have recycler view coding, data binding, alert dialog and option menu as well. Okay, so CRUD operation, it stands for create, read, update and delete. Okay, so we are going to perform these four operation with recycler view. Recycler view is normally we use to bind a large amount of data or a list of value, just like in our contact list or many other application you are working with. Every each and every application we need to use recycler view. Okay, so let's start the step by step coding. Here I also prepared some steps which we are going to follow, and you can also find these steps in our description, right? So let's start the coding. First of all, I need to enable view binding and data binding. So you can see in my Android Studio I already have application with a simple hello world. So inside our build Gradle module app file, I am going to write build features, view binding, true, and also data binding, true, and sync now. Okay, so we enable view binding and data binding in our application. So first step we have completed. Next we have recycler view in layout file we need to add. So again in our application, inside the layout file, so inside the layout file we can have recycler view. You can see it will you can get in the suggestion Android X recycler view beget and recycler view, width, match parent, height, ref content, and also we will set the id at the rate plus id recycler view. So we put recycler view in our layout file. That is our second step. Third step, create binding instance inside activity. So here you can see inside our main activity I am going to create a binding object. If you are not familiar with view binding, I will suggest you to view my view binding video as well. So here I am going to create private activity main binding. Okay, so according to the layout file you will get the class here with the binding suffix and binding instance we created declared, and here I am going to create binding equal to activity main binding dot inflate and get layout inflator as parameter we can pass, and inside the set content view we can write binding dot get root. Okay, so this is how we can use the view binding class with our activity. What is next? Set layout manager to recycler view. In recycler view we have three managers, layout managers we can set. First one is linear layout manager, second one is grid layout manager, and third one is staggered grid layout manager. So you can set any of these layout manager, and it will confirm how you want to display your data or arrange layout data in recycler view. Okay, so currently I am going to use linear layout manager for my recycler view. So I can write binding dot recycler view dot set layout manager and layout manager instance, which I will create here. You can see layout manager equal to new linear layout manager, and inside bracket we can pass context. So we set the layout manager for our recycler view. So third step we completed. Fourth step, we need to create a model class which data we want to bind with our recycler view. So here I am going to create the model class. Right click and new Java class. The name of the class will be user, and inside the user I will create private string name comma mobile comma email. I want to handle these three information for the user class, and then after alter insert to create the constructor with these three field. I will also create one default constructor here, and then after I will have alter insert again with getter setter method. Okay, so the model class we have ready with user class, and fourth step we completed creating model class. Next, create array list with model class. So here in activity, I am going to create private array list with type user, and here I name of the list is user list. Then after inside in on create method, I will create user list equal to new array list, and this is done, right? So we create a array list with blank data. There is no currently data we have in array list, so that is okay. We will add the data later on. Next we need to create adapter class and override the method. So you can see here I am going to create new class, and the name of the class user adapter, and it will inherit adapter class from recycler view. And with this adapter class we need to provide the type, so that the type will be user adapter dot user view holder. Okay, so user view holder will be a subclass of user adapter class, so that I will create here by pressing alter enter. So it will suggest me to create a class. So I have created class, and it will be child of inbuilt view holder class. Okay, so once the inheritance is done, we can press alter enter to create constructor inside view holder class, and alter enter with adapter class to implement methods. Okay, so adapter class ready for us. So that is 6 step we have completed. Next we need to pass array list to our adapter class. So you can see from activity, I will create a first of all adapter class instance here. So you can see I am going to declare private user adapter here, and inside on create method I will create adapter equal to new user adapter, and inside the user adapter constructor I want to pass the user list. But here we do not have any constructor in user adapter class. Not an issue, we can create it. Public user adapter with array list of user and user list. So here we will get the data which we are passing from the activity, and here we will create one private field to handle this data which we are getting here in constructor. So the name of the array list will be user list, and here I can write this dot user list equal to user list. Okay, so we get the data in our adapter class. That was our seventh step here, and we can set the adapter for recycler view inside our activity. So you can see here I am going to write binding dot recycler view dot set adapter. Okay, done. So that is what we have done with 8 step, and one more step missing over here. We need to write code inside adapter class. Okay, so inside the adapter class we need to write the code. So let me show you how we can complete the code in user adapter class. So here you can see get item count. First of all we need to return the size of our array list. So here I am going to return user list dot size. It will confirm how many data we want to display with our recycler view. Next, on create view holder. Okay, so on create view holder, confirm return the view user view holder. That is the class we already have. So we need to create user view holder, and it will hold the view which is get repeated for the user we have, right? Suppose we have 100 number of users, so for each user what design or what layout we want to display, right? That we can confirm with the user view holder class. So here I am going to create one layout which will get repeated for our data. So let me create the layout resource file here and name it user row item. And what is the root element? So root element I will set linear layout and okay, make sure the linear layout height should be wrap content here, and orientation vertical we already have. Next I am going to have text view with match parent and wrap content, and text appearance question mark android attr attribute, and text appearance large, so it will display my text in some large font. And id of this text view I will set tv name. So we have total three information you can see in our model class: name, email and mobile. So I want to display all three information, and accordingly I will have three text view: tv name, tv mobile and tv email. Okay, and for this mobile and email I don't want any text appearance large, I want to display large text with our name only. Okay, so this is what user row item we have done. Now in user adapter class we are going to write a code with data binding as well. Okay, data binding we already enabled. So here in user row item you can see whenever we click on the root element you will get some tips here, so you can see, use those tips and convert your data binding layout, convert to existing layout into data binding layout. So I will click here, so you can see that data binding code is ready. If you are not aware about data binding, so I will suggest you to confirm the data binding video, right, that we already posted. So please go through it. And here you can see inside data I will create variable name is user, and variable type will be com.example.recycler view app dot user. That is my model class. Okay, so this data we will pass from the adapter class, and accordingly here we can set text at the rate curly bracket user dot name. Here we will set at the rate curly bracket user dot mobile, and here we will set text at the rate curly bracket user dot email. Okay, so data binding work is done, so that I do not need to set manually to all these text view, right? So data I do not need to set manually to each and every text view. Now back to adapter class, and here you can see respective to the user row item I will have user row item binding class, and the binding instance I can create. And as per the syntax we need to pass layout inflator here, then view group, that is a parent object we already have in this method, and comma boolean value is false. So everything is ready with us, but inflator is not we have. So layout inflator instance we need to create here. For that we can write layout inflator dot from parent dot get context. So this is how we can prepare the layout inflator instance here, and everything is done perfectly. Now this binding instance I will pass to user view holder constructor, but you can see in user view holder uh, we do not have binding parameter receiver, right? So we need to change the parameter here, something like this. Okay, we change the constructor argument of user view holder, and super call we need to pass the view, so we can write binding dot get root. Okay, so binding dot get root we can write, that will pass the view to the super class. Okay, so this is how you can create the user view holder and return it. As per the syntax we need to return user view holder. So done in on create view holder coding. Next we need to create instance here. you can see user row item binding instance we need to declare here, and we can write this dot binding equal to binding inside our constructor. So binding instance ready with us, and finally on bind view holder. So you can see position we have and user view holder instance we have. So from the position you can fetch the user from array list. So I can write user equal to user list dot get position. So I will get the position, according to the position we will get the user instance, and that user instance I can pass here. You can see holder dot binding dot set user and user. Okay, so set user method we will get from the layout. You can see here we declare variable with the name user, and accordingly we will get the set user method here, and we are passing the user object. So accordingly the data from the user object will get binded to the text tv name, tv email and tv mobile. Okay, so that was the coding from the adapter side. Now if you run this application and test the output, you will not get display anything, because currently you can see our array list is empty. Okay, so array list is blank, that means it will not display any data currently. Okay, now what is the next we want to implement? Option menu. Okay, we want to have option menu with new text, and it will get help you to create a new entry, and that new entry will get reflect in our recycler view. Okay, so here I am going to create a right resource, or right click on the resource, new, and menu resource file. You can see Android resource file you need to select, and the file name I will provide new menu something, and the resource type will be menu here, and okay. So we create new menu here, new menu resource file here, and inside the menu tag I can write item with id @ +id action new, and the title new. So as action always I will set, so it will get display every time. Next I want to attach, you can see attach the menu file with activity. I want to attach this menu file with our activity. For that you can write on create option menu method, you can override, and inside this on create option menu we can write get layout inflator dot inflate. This is the code to attach our menu resource file with our activity. So get menu layout inflator dot inflate. Inside the inflate method we can pass the r dot menu dot new menu, that is our file name new menu, and comma, sorry I make some mistake, instead of get layout inflator we need to write get menu inflator here dot inflate, and inside the inflate method we can write r dot menu dot new menu comma menu. Okay, so we attach the menu resource file with our activity. So that was our 10th step. And handle the new menu item click. So to handle the click event of this menu item we need to override another method on options item selected. Okay, inside on option item selected we need to compare the menu item here. You can see, so I can write item dot get item id double equal to r dot id dot action new. You can see this id will be exactly matching with our id inside a new menu xml file. Okay, so it will get compare, and accordingly I can return true if it matches. So what we want to do when we click on the new option, so I want to display a alert dialog. You can see when we are going to display alert dialog with custom layout. So we are going to get the input for name, mobile and email, and we will submit this information and save it in our save, and then after display in our recycler view. So you can see here I am going to create some method. So input dialog something, method I am going to create here. Alter enter, create method, and here I want to display the alert dialog with custom layout. So custom layout, that means here I am going to create one more layout here for getting the input. So let me create input user, something name I have given, and the root element I can set linear layout, and OK. Here I am going to have padding here, sorry, not padding, exactly margin here with 8 dp, and inside the linear layout I will have edit text, match parent, wrap content, hint, enter name, and id et name for getting the input. And similarly one more edit text with mobile, enter mobile. You can also set input type number here, and one more edit text with match parent, wrap content, id et email, and input type email, address here, and hint, enter email. So done. 3 edit text only are required, and button we can have with the alert dialog box. Okay, so here I am going to create alert dialog. You can see alert dialog dot builder equal to new alert dialog builder, and inside bracket we can pass context. So we can write this. Then after builder dot set view. So what about the view? So that we can create here. You can see layout inflator dot inflate r dot layout dot input user comma view group, that we do not have, so we can pass null right now, and it will return the view. So that view I want to display here with our builder. You can see builder dot set view. Okay, so next we are going to write builder dot set positive button. So what is the positive button? So that I can type save comma on click listener. So we can write new on click listener here. Okay, and you can also replace this code with lambda. You can see alter enter, and it will replace with lambda. Okay, so that it will be a positive button. And what is next we can write? Okay, so here we can improve the coding. Instead of creating the view, we can have binding. So what is the binding instance? View binding according to input user binding with class we will get, because here you can see r dot layout dot input user, that is our layout name. So binding input, something name I have given, and input user binding dot inflate, and inside the inflate method we can pass get layout inflator, and that binding instance will return the view with get root method. So we do not need to write find view by id code here. And next, when we all the coding stuff is done, we can write builder dot create method. It will return the dialog instance. Here you can see alert dialog, and then after dialog dot show. Okay, inside the save button we can write the code to save the data that is filled up by the user. So here you can see I will get name binding dot et name dot get text dot toString. Then after mobile details I can get, so et mobile dot get text dot toString, and email equal to binding input dot et email dot get text dot toString. With these three information I will create user instance. So you can see user the user equal to new user, and inside the constructor I will pass name, mobile, email, and this user I will add to our array list. You can see user list we have. So inside the user list I will add this object, and then after with updated list I want to refresh our adapter, right? So we can write adapter dot notify dataset change. Okay, so adapter dot notify dataset change will refresh the adapter accordingly. The updated data will get displayed with our recycler view. Okay, so this is how you can complete the code, and it will get updated in our recycler view whatever data you are adding. Also you can set the title with this alert dialog. So let me have the title, new user something title I have said. So let's check the output with this code, this much coding we have done. You can see save details with model class in ArrayList and refresh adapter. Okay, so we have completed the 13 step, and let's check the output with this much coding. Okay, so you can see it is the output here. Recycler view, by default we have no data, but if I click on the new option menu, it will display the dialog here, and inside this dialog I can type something like, here I am going to type the Mitesh. Okay, mobile number we need to type here, and email ID, and save. So you can see that entry will get display in our recycler view. Any number of entries you can have here. One more entry I can type here. Okay, now in recycler view you can see it is not having a good UI. Okay, so you can make it better with the help of card view. So inside our user row item you can see I will wrap this linear layout with card view. So let me have card view here, and vertical orientation I will remove. Inside the card view we can type linear layout with match parent, wrap content, and orientation vertical, and here it is the ending tag. Also you can have card view properties. So card background color we can type as F0, F0, FF, something whatever color you want, and card corner radius, it will have corner radius with 10 dp, and also we can have card use compact padding true. Okay, so it will have some margin between the each row item. Okay, you can also check in the design view. Okay, so now let's check the output with card view. Okay, so again I am going to click on new button, and let's have some entry like test mobile number test@gmail.com, and save it. So you can see it looks better. Right, so this is about 13 step we have completed to save the details with our model class in array recycler view. It is getting updated. Now we need to create the event for the recycler view, and for that we can create a interface inside our adapter class. So you can see here I'm going to create a interface here, public on user click listener interface I am creating here. Okay, inside interface I can write void on user click. and here I can pass the position on which the user has clicked. Okay, so on user click method, and next I am going to create the instance of this interface. So private on user click listener and listener. So that instance we will receive from the constructor. Here you can see on user click listener, and this dot listener equal to listener. Once the instance is ready, inside on bind view holder, we can create holder dot item view dot set on click listener v and lambda expression here, and inside this on click listener we can write listener dot on user click, and I will pass the position which item is clicked. Okay, so this method we will have inside our activity or the fragment wherever you are coding. So you can see as per the constructor we need to pass the listener. So I can pass this keyword, alter enter, and make the activity implement listener just like any other event handling. Here you can get the method overriding and interface implemented here. Okay, so inside this method you will get the position, and according to the position we can get the user from our array list. So you can see here I will get the user selected user equal to user list dot get position, and this selected user I will declare at the class level. Here you can see I will declare it here. Okay, so the selected user I have, and this user detail I will display with our alert dialog again. So you can see the code I am repeating here. Alert dialog builder we created, and here we have binding instance, and all, we will display the user details in binding instance, right? So you can see binding input dot et name dot set text selected user dot get name. Okay, binding in input dot et mobile dot set text selected user dot get mobile, and binding instance dot et email dot set text selected user dot get email. Okay, so the same dialog I am repeating here, but in now we will have the data which I will show you show in edit text. Next, inside the positive button I want to show update. Suppose, okay, I want to display the update code. Here I am going to write. Okay, and one more button we will have, that will be builder dot set negative button. Okay, negative button, let's have delete something, and again we will have dialog comma which with lambda expression I am handling the events right now. Okay, and similarly we can have third button for neutral, set neutral button to cancel, means we do not want to perform any operation, so we can have cancel. Now let's first of all write the code in delete button. So delete button code is very simple. We have the position, I can remove the object from this position. So you can see simply user list dot remove, and next you can write adapter dot notify dataset change. So the item will get removed and updated data will reflected in our recycler view. In cancel button we do not need to perform any operation, so you can write dialog dot dismiss on. And finally on set positive button also we need to create the user object like this. Okay, and that user we need to update in our array list with specific position. So you can write user list dot set method here. Set method will update the object with specific position. So you can see position comma the user, and then after again we have notify dataset change. So done, that is right. So update operation will perform here, delete operation we have done, and if do not want to perform any operation, then cancel button will work. Let's check the output here. So inside the notepad you can see on click event we have done. We have done the delete, update and cancel operation. So these are the steps you need to follow, right? And here you can see how I'm click on new button. Again I'm going to add some data here. Test 1, test 1 at gmail.com. Save. One more entry I'm going to type here, test 2, test2 at gmail.com. Save. One more entry, test 3. Okay, so we have 3 entries here. Now if I click on test 1, you can see the pop-up with the details fill up already, and if I press cancel, nothing will happen. Again I click on the entry delete, then it will get deleted. Now if I click on test 2 and edit something, like here I am repeating the O and update, so it will get updated. Okay, so these are the steps. I hope you like this video. Just complete the steps I have prepared, and these steps also we have in description. Okay, so if you like the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and also comment in comment box. Thank you so much.